In the quiet chill of November, Princess Catherine brought a rare stillness to the National Memorial Arboretum in Staffordshire as she joined the nation in marking Armistice Day. The Princess of Wales arrived in a long, black Catherine Walker coat, its precise tailoring and understated military details evoking both dignity and discipline. Pinned to her lapel was the familiar red poppy, a single, vivid bloom symbolizing remembrance and resilience. Beneath the grey English sky, her presence carried the kind of restrained power that needs no words, only grace. At exactly 11 o'clock, the princess bowed her head during the traditional 2-minute silence. Around her, the wind moved through the trees, and the haunting notes of the bugle's last post filled the air. When she stepped forward to lay a wreath bearing the handwritten message in everlasting remembrance, the moment drew together history, duty, and humanity. The simplicity of the act, the weight of the wreath, the pause, the breath before stepping back, said more than any speech could. Her look, as ever, was deliberate yet deeply personal. The Catherine Walker EV coat, with its sculpted shoulders and soft braiding, has become a familiar choice for remembrance events, a continuation of a tradition once shaped by Diana. Her hat from Lock & Co. and the pearl earrings once belonging to Queen Elizabeth II added quiet lineage to the ensemble, a dialogue between 3 generations of royal women bound by poise and public service. The effect was not theatrical, but timeless, a visual language of mourning translated into elegance. Following the service, Catherine met with families and veterans, kneeling to speak to children whose parents serve in the armed forces. There was no formality, only warmth, the kind that softens the ceremony's solemnity without diminishing it. It is this ability to bridge empathy and protocol that continues to define her role within a monarchy learning to balance tradition with modern compassion. The setting itself, the 150-acre arboretum, dotted with memorials and rows of young trees, mirrored Catherine's own quiet symbolism. Built not from stone but from living growth, it stands as a promise that memory, like nature, endures. Against this backdrop of renewal, Catherine's black coat seemed almost poetic, the dark fabric contrasting with the pale November light and the red poppy's fragile flame. This appearance follows a week of remembrance engagements for the princess. Only days earlier, she attended the Festival of Remembrance at the Royal Albert Hall with her son, Prince George, his first time at the event, and on Remembrance Sunday she joined Queen Camilla to watch King Charles lead the cenotaph service in London. Prince William, meanwhile, was in Brazil for his Earthshot Prize Awards, his absence underscoring the growing duality of their royal responsibilities. Yet Catherine's steady composure throughout these solemn occasions reaffirmed her quiet strength, even as she continues her personal recovery following her cancer treatment earlier in the year. The image of her standing alone at the memorial, still, composed, her gloved hands folded before her, will linger long after the poppies fall. In that moment, she represented not just a princess fulfilling duty, but a woman who understands the weight of remembrance, the fragility of peace, and the grace required to carry both. It was a performance of sincerity, not spectacle, the kind of royal moment Britain still recognizes as its own. Quiet, reflective, and deeply human.